Warning: this video contains flashing lights and images, which may be dangerous to any viewers with photosensitive epilepsy. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tevaron Plays Layers of Fear. This is a horror game of a different color. From what I can gather from what little bit that I've seen of the gameplay, it's more of a cerebral experience, dealing in psychological scares and suspense building, which is much more my bag when it comes to the horror genre. I am not a huge fan of the stabby, blood and gore, jump scare sort of thing, so this seems to be right up my alley. Let's see what we can see.
I know how you must feel.
Do you?
Lost. Alone. Hopeless. You probably deserve it. But even for you, there is still a way. A way to bring it all back.
Go on.
The one precious thing you ever truly desired. Finish it.
Every portrait that is painted with feeling is a portrait of the artist, not of the sitter. Okay. Well, I will say that this is a gorgeous looking game. That bird is stealing that very scared baby. That's not good. Ooh, we got a little book we can't interact with. We've got lots of books here. So this is a maybe a foreshadowing sort of picture. We've got a dead mother with, I guess, I'm assuming a father sitting over top of her with two children just playing off to the side. That is not at all disturbing. A muzzle? Okay. So there has been a dog at some point. Can we go through this door? Got some scratch damage or something there on the door. Alright. Oh, they're using the sort of amnesia mechanics there with the drag and whatnot. I like that. Hello, creepy music. Ooh. Newspaper. Alright. An artist's triumph. Gallery opening wows critics. Some call him the new Caravaggio. Others compare him to Van Eyck. And one awestruck critic who wished to remain unnamed went as far as to invoke the spirit of the great Leonardo. Any way you slice it, the exhibition proved an immense success. Something scratched out. I guess that's our name. His distinct style has been praised for its unique combination of Renaissance influences and more progressive techniques. The artist himself attended the event in the company of his beautiful fiancée, looking stunning in her black gown. He revealed to us exclusively that the couple are indeed expecting a baby, maybe? Oh, okay, so we can bring up an easier to read version if we so desire. Good to know if I come across something I can't actually parse in its form. Dear Sir, We would like to ask you to cease bothering our pest control specialists, as well as refrain from sending us any more of your highly inappropriate letters. I'll have you know that my mother is a respectable woman and does not take kindly to such accusations. All of our employees that visited your house reported absolutely no signs of a rodent infestation of any kind, and as such, decided not to act further than a prophylactic spraying. Please treat this letter as a final warning, or else the next envelope you'll receive will be from our lawyers. With best regards, Carl Denton, Pesky Pests Pacification Company. Great use of alliteration there, sir. So apparently we are imagining a rodent infestation. Oh my god, we can interact with everything. Empty. And empty. Oh. Can we crouch? We cannot crouch. Unless, control is not the crouching button that it usually is. Nothing? Well, it looks like there's a letter. Can I get that letter? Maybe C? No. C is not crouch either. Those cigar boxes, I believe. And very large dominoes. Is that a glasses case? It appears to be. Alright, what is in these cabinets? These all just for show and not actually things that matter. Oh, we can interact with this picture though. Can we turn it? No. We've got somebody's face scratched out. So is this us, or is this us, or are these people just not related? And is this blood down here? Or maybe burn? Maybe that's fire damage. I don't know. Whatever it is, that picture has gone through the ringer. Ooh, bourbon whiskey, Old Splendor. And we can examine this in multiple dimensions. Alright, well, looks like we have some nice whiskey available should drinking be something we wish to engage in. Okay, that's just an interaction with the door there. I thought it might have been with the chair. Collar? I can't really make out that first word. Longlate? Mulligan Avenue 7C. Popil? So was this our dog? The one that the muzzle also belonged to? You generally don't buy muzzles for dogs that don't need muzzles unless it was just something that was needed for traveling. I get the feeling this is some point in the past chronologically. Achievement unlocked. Wanderer. Okay. We got a wine bottle broken and spilled on the floor and a note here. Figured you'd be up all night, so I made you a little treat. I bet even Rembrandt occasionally took time off from being brilliant and shoved his head off. Huh? I don't know what that means. And shoved his head off like the rest of us common folk. I know, gasp. In other words, get some sleep, you big dummy. I love you. Okay. So was that the wine that was left? Maybe shoved his head off is a euphemism for getting drunk. That's very likely. Many artists of the past, maybe not alcohol specifically, had substance abuse problems, owing to the fact that they were self-medicating for mental disorders, such as Edgar Allan Poe, before what little we currently know of psychology was known. Really like that you can interact with everything in a way, and then in another way, it's kind of like, Why am I wasting my time? Well, maybe we aren't, actually. Because we have found some things. We got sugar and more sugar, it looks like. What are these? Can we zoom? We can zoom. It looks like those are like plates or stones inside of jars. Got a lot of apples. This is a very affluent house, it seems. We got sugar everywhere. We got 3 jars of sugar. There's some paprika. We got lots of fancy china. There's an old-fashioned iron, which was probably current state-of-the-art technology at this day and time. Paint. Rose doré. Burnt umber. Sienna. Brushes times 25. Air fresheners times 50 packs. Apples 10 kilograms. Booze 5, 10, 30. Well, we certainly know what we want, don't we? I wonder if all these paintings in this house are ours. Because I do believe we are an artist. From what I understand. Lots of oven space here with various dishes and things stored in them. Oh, can't read that paper. Alright, so we seem to have exhausted this room. Looks like we've got some tobacco and roots hanging, or maybe these are some other sort of spice. I do like the pan suspension thing here with the garlic and whatnot. Would like to have something along those lines myself. Get things out of the way. Oh, we have a pantry. What is this? We do have electricity in this era, so that at least is something good. Yeah, we are totally stocked up on paprika, sugar, and it looks like we too also have multiple jars of oregano. So we are all set to entertain. The only thing that has gone wrong is all of our wine is currently in non-drinkable state. We can clean that up with a mop and just wring it into a bucket, right? They'll never know, as long as we don't tell them. Okay, what are we trying to accomplish here? Water's running? Let's turn that off, please. Thank you very much. Don't need to waste water like that. We can try to flush the toilet, but apparently it can't flush. Can we get a light on in here? Thank you. Ah, the large switch here. Good deal. Oh, we got a reflection in the mirror. So we have no facial hair. And we've got what looks like paint splattered all over our shirt and coat. Towels. Here's another. Oh, it's a receipt from Achilles Prosthetics Company. 1 times below knee prosthesis. Looks like it's $900. How the hell did they... Let's see, can we get... Yeah, how the hell did they fuck up the length? I don't know. Measure twice, cut once. That's my motto. Because I don't know that that actually applies to prosthetics. Especially in this day and age. I'm going to leave lights on, which I know is probably a bit contradictory since I turned the water off, but I can deal with wasting electricity if it makes visibility easier. Ooh, a letter? I'm sorry for yesterday. You were right. I overreacted. It's just that this isn't about me. It's about her. Everything I do with her best interest in mind. I guess I've always believed that in an imperfect world, it's worth to strive for perfection. Now I'm starting to sound like my father. I will work on my temper, though. Promise. We'll talk later. I love you. So who are we getting or sending these letters to, I wonder? I don't know if this letter is to us or from us to someone that maybe never got sent. Oh, there's a wine bottle that's not been smashed. All right, nothing in here. Let's close these drawers so we can get to drawers further down, shall we? Oh, that one. Oh, it's locked. Okay, what about this one? We can open it. Just some clothing items. And the bottom one is locked. So we'll probably need a key or a lockpick for that. Looks like we can go through here. I want to look at this other door over here, though, that I saw with a note on it. And there's one here as well. What is this? Sir, I didn't touch the workshop, just like you asked. Although I can't imagine the mess that's inside. Also, if you care so much for that room, maybe you should pay more attention to where you leave the keys. I brought them back to your office. Have a nice day. Okay, so it's locked, and the keys are in our office. I'm guessing our office is not down in the basement. Alright, that is the kitchen. There's a door here. I would figure that our office is upstairs, though. It's a closet of some sort. Got a pull string light. And Jesus Christ. We do have a rodent paranoia, it seems. Can't miss 4-way rat trap. Yeah. So we're not just scared of mice. We are terrified of giant, huge, crawly rats by the size of these traps. Little Vinny and partners. Got a rat problem? Call us now. Forget about it. So are we in New York? Seems likely. With that advertisement on there. Alright, we'll leave that open. And go upstairs, see if we can find our office. Okay, that is a short gentleman. I'm very interested. Oh, hello. Yeah, you are a strange fellow there. I really do want to know if these are ours. Oh my God. That is a disturbing picture. Yeah. Rain on the windows. So is this background music, or is the piano playing itself? It's not playing itself. Oh! Okay, never mind. Got sheet music with burn damage on it. So maybe that picture downstairs was burn damaged and didn't have blood on it, because that's definitely fire damage to the sheet music. Open wine bottle, probably empty. Okay. That was a noise. That's an interesting little sort of cul-de-sac hallway there. Looks like there's light shining back in there. Ah, here, this seems to be our office. Turn the light switch on. Got lots of glasses and books everywhere. This is a very well-stocked library. Or office, as it actually is, from what they said. True story behind the picture of Dorian Gray. Was it true all along? Oop, no, come on. Let's get, darn it. Let's see if we can rotate this without... There we go. An astounding investigation by Professor Alistair R. Melmax from the Miskatonic University uncovers the secrets of this magnificent work by one of all-time greatest writers, Oscar Wilde. Was Dorian Gray real? Did he have an insight into the esoteric? is the novel filled with cryptic clues for the initiated. Read to find out. So, do we have an obsession with the story of Dorian Gray? If you're not familiar with that story, Dorian Gray was an affluent, I guess you could say aristocrat or noble person who had a portrait of themselves that would absorb all the bad things that happened to him. If he got sick, if he got injured, he could simply go to the portrait and it would take that from him. It kept him young forever. But the portrait would show signs of what it had absorbed, so that after several years, the picture of Dorian within the portrait looked horrendous, and he kept it hidden from the public so that they would be none the wiser. And that is a hairy baby face. Okay. Is the note something we can actually read? Probably. Looks like Duff there. Probably telling us all about Duff beer. It's a great advertisement there. Alright, nothing in the drawer. Ah, there's the key. What is this? I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you. Tonight, it's all about you and me. Let's make it special. You promised. Who... Again, is this to us or from us? That's a terrifying depiction of Little Red Riding Hood. That wolf looks ginormous. Yeah. Jeez. I want to show this to a little kid. All the better to eat you with, my dear. Oh, that's just Kool-Aid I spilled on the floor there. It's not oh, I lied. Well then, what's this little seal? Nothing we can interact with, apparently. We can't open any more of... Oh, there we can with this one. My dear friend, let me ask you one simple question. Have you completely lost your goddamn mind? I know you're going through some hard times right now. I really do. That's why I agreed to let you do these illustrations in the first place, for old time's sake. I even deliberately gave you a trivial task because I expected Little Red Riding Hood to be something you can draw in your sleep. What I didn't expect is to get these demented nightmare fuel you submitted for a kid's bedtime story. There is no way in hell I'm using this, and I already regret agreeing to a payment in advance. Please, get you shit together. It's supposed to be I imagine. Your old pal, Liam Brickstone, Whispered Tale Publishing House. Well, if these are the drawings he submitted for the children's bedtime story, I can understand the issues they had, though in all fairness and honesty, original fairy tales were not the cuddly versions we have of them today. The Grimm's versions is much more true to the origins of such stories. They were meant as scare tactics to keep people in line, especially children. Okay, we got water damage there? What is this? Been working all night. Don't wake me up. Okay. Is someone asleep in here? Or is this our bedroom?
Stumbling all around, stumbling all around, stumbling all around, it's so funny. Stumbling here and there, stumbling everywhere, and I must declare, I stepped
Okay.
right on her toes, and when she...
Guess that's all the juice it had left. Why did it start up all of a sudden? Stumbling all around. Is that an allusion to drunkenness, I wonder? Oh, we can get this one. The new face of music. A night at the opera becomes a night to remember. Someone might not be a household name yet, but just give her time. The incredibly talented multi-instrumentalist gave an astounding performance last night, winning over even the most ardent naysayers. She was simply astounding. I haven't seen such passion, energy, and skill in years, stated famed pianist Daniel Richter. He was not alone in his praise. It seems that even Anthony Giles, one of this person's harshest critics, has finally seen the light. Giles had previously made disparaging comments about the artist, stating that there's more to performing music than enthusiasm and a pretty face. When asked if, after witnessing last night's performance, he regrets those words, Mr. Giles gave us a look that can only be described as a mixture of awe and embarrassment. Pressed for an answer, he simply said yes. We caught up with the star, and that's all there is. Alright, so someone is a talented musician. More garments. I wonder why we had the garments and stuff downstairs in sort of the common area furniture there. Not sure. There's another note. Anything hiding in the bed? A big bad wolf? No? That's a lovely painting to have over your bed. I want one of those. Depiction of someone stabbing someone else. That is what I want to go to sleep, knowing is right over my head every night where I can't actually see it. Lovely. Galactic's grand opening in flames. Disastrous fire at the new department store leaves dozens fighting for their lives. The long-awaited opening of the Galactic department store turned into hell on Earth when the building's wiring burst into flames. While the majority of the visitors managed to reach the emergency exits in time, several unfortunate attendees were trapped in the back of the building, having no chance to escape the raging inferno. The exact number of casualties has not yet been determined, although it is estimated that at least a dozen people have been severely injured. The owner of the Galactic, Ronald Sheffield, has so far declined to comment on today's tragic events. Why is this newspaper fire damaged, though? Surely it wasn't there when the department store burned. Otherwise, they couldn't have written about it previously unless the reporter is some sort of clairvoyant. Looks like we got some Bakelite sort of implements there, which was an early form of plastic. Alright, no interaction here. What are these standout things here? Are those just to hold these light fixtures? Don't know that I really like that. We got a cane. So are we the one with the prosthetic, or is it someone else? Sorry, couldn't sleep. The legs have been acting up again. Or the leg's been acting up again. Figured I might as well do some work. Love you. Alright then. Maybe I shouldn't have turned head bob off in the options. I did that because it's usually very annoying. Oh, good grief. Alright, well that's not too bad a jump scare. Just wasn't expecting it. So we do have an alcohol issue. Us, or at least someone in our household does. I'm going to turn head bob on really quickly and see what that looks like. I'll be right back. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Alright, well this head bob isn't bad as far as horror games go. I was wanting to find out if we were the one who had like a prosthetic leg, maybe the head bob would show us a limp or something of the sort. But that does not seem to be the case. It's a candle, nice lens flare there. What is in here? Oh, it's a locked door and we don't have the key. Please tell me this is more wine. Something we threw at the door and not blood there. It's actually fairly difficult to tell the difference. Alright, one more room to explore before we head back downstairs. Hello? Is someone there? Oh... It looks like we have a child. Hello, puppy. Where's the rest of your picture? There's something missing through here, I think. Is this fire damaged as well? I don't know. What else have we got in here? Can we turn on a light switch? There doesn't seem to be one. The lamp is on, though. Got toys. What does this say? Anna beat this. Alright, nothing really going on there. I thought there might be a message in the blocks. These dolls are creepy. I find most dolls to be creepy. It's that uncanny valley thing where the more human something looks, the more disturbing it is to us because we can tell it's not actually human and that bothers us. More blocks. Okay. Guess this is a drawing by our child. Looks like this person is marked out. Is that mommy? Has something happened to our wife? I wonder. Okay, nothing in here. Wanted to save this little... Oh, it's a Tin Man. Okay. This seems to be like late 19th century, early 20th century era. From just the things that are going on here. Oh, we can turn this on. Oh, it's a key, is it? Let's look in the drawers first. Looks like a wind-up key for this, maybe. Or maybe it's not. That looks like maybe it's a rattle. Okay, nothing in there. Yeah, that's an old rattle. Oh, we have to hold it down. Okay. Well, this is... Sounds keep going on that are like giving me a little bit of the willies. Let's get out of here. Oh, there's a door here. I didn't even see that. It's locked. There are lots of locked doors in this house, and I can't help but feel that as the quote-unquote master of the domain, that we should have access to those places. Do we want to go down to the cellar before we go into our workroom here? I think we do. So let's venture down. Is this a light switch? It is. Good. Don't have to go down in the dark. Figured it would either be that we could turn that on or maybe pick up the candle. Doesn't seem that we can interact with the candle. Keep a lookout for those light switches. They look different. Oh! Well, there is a rat for certain. So maybe we're not entirely insane and paranoid about rats. But then again, we are playing the character who is supposedly imagining them. So maybe that's part of our issue. And we're going to see the craziness that he sees. Just candles just down here? Okay, that is locked as well. Ooh, a violin. It is fire damaged as well. Okay. So is our wife the musician? I was about to say magician. Don't know why I wanted to say Hello, rat. Here's another big pile of creepy dolls that are attacking that poor man in the painting. We don't really have the visibility to see what's going on there. And here is a destroyed picture. More bottles of alcohol. Report card. So our child is not a baby, but they still had a crib as their sleeping arrangement. So that's really weird. So they are not doing super good in reading. They are doing good in art and music, though. Probably got that from their parent. Excused from class. Is something wrong with our child? They're excused from physical activity? More broken bottles. Okay. Well, this looks like all there is to see down here. for the moment. I've got a feeling that some crazy stuff is going to go down in this area later on, perhaps. Yeah, I kind of actually like the head bob that they've got going on here. It's not the annoying just up and down that you normally see from head bob in a horror game. Mark that as one more thing that these people seem to have gotten right. Can we open this? We can. Sweet. There's another copy of that picture again of someone being stabbed to death. Oh, closed on its own, did it? And now we're locked in. Very disturbing imagery around here. It's a man under a gallows. Get it right this time. Well, I'm certainly going to try. That's disturbing. Just paint splattered all over the walls. This ostensibly is where a subject would sit for us to paint. What's in our trunk here? Oh, lots of used paintbrushes. Broken used paintbrushes. Well, let's explore this in sort of a logical order here if we can. Yeah, there's us. Walking on broken glass. Come on now. Open. Thank you. Alright, let's paint more brushes. Sketches, still life. Oh, that's kind of disturbing. It's a very Faustian picture. We've got a horse looking in on a devilish thing sitting on a lady's chest. And another baby being abducted by a bird. The baby does not seem to be happy in this situation. Oh, more notes. I'm so sick and tired of us talking through these notes. We live in the same house, for God's sake. Come talk to me when you've done, or when you're done, before you go to sleep. Okay, well, I haven't seen anyone else in the house. Is our wife dead and we are crazy and communicating between us and our dead wife through notes, and our psyche is such that we believe we're actually communicating with our wife who is not dead or something? I don't know. Just a theory. Not really far enough into the game to even conjecture anything yet, I suppose. Are these more trunks of... Oh no, this is alcohol. So we've got everything we need. Paintbrushes, paint, and liquor. Great. It's what a creative mind wants. Okay, I don't know what this is, but it is locked. And we do not have the means to open it. What is that? Oh, more broken glass. Alright, here's our easel. Well, let's look at these things first. Lost. You deserve it. Finish it. Can't read the rest of this. It's like washed out. Can we? No, lost it. Lost, you deserve it. Finish it. Okay then. Oops, no. I want the drawer. Thank you. Empty. Alright. Well, time for the grand reveal, I suppose. Oh. It's covered up for a reason. Okay. Just not much to it. It's just been started, it seems like. Okay. So, are we supposed to paint a picture somehow? That would seem to be an interesting mechanic. Can we leave the room now? We can't. Okay. This just got weird.